Yo, Nathan! The number one question on any car forum, what's the biggest tire I can fit on a stock Wrangler?
I think we're about to find out, my God.
So this is the Jeep Low Down Concept, and it is a 392 Wrangler with no suspension lift, but 42-inch tall tires.
Now, we've already driven this thing off-road, and yeah, you can see Tommy would easily fit inside of one of those things.
Look at this!
This is nuts! Look how big those are!
Yeah, so this is a 42, I think it's by 14.5-inch tire, and they managed to squeeze it on this Wrangler, they said with no lift, and the way they were able to do that, Nathan, is with a hacksaw.
Yeah, quite literally.
Yeah, so you'll notice, like, if you look over here along this far edge of the inner fender, it's got a little bit of a cut in it, and we're gonna see that on various components throughout the vehicle. So, Nathan, 392, and the coolest part is you can see the engine through the hood. So you've got these holes where you would expect velocity stacks, but instead you can see that beating heart of that 6.4 liter V8 custom hood as well. And then of course these fender flares also completely custom, very raised up with the LED turn signals there, and then you got these little cutouts to allow mud and goop to maybe zoom out.
Yeah, and I've seen similar ones that are being built. So perhaps if you want something like this, once again, this is one of those things where you go and scream to Jeep and perhaps they'll consider building something like that, at least with the fenders.
So 42 badge there where the trail rated badge usually is, because of course we're running 42s. These are Dana 60 axles as well, Nathan. And then out back, well, they had to get even more creative because these fender flares are mounted so high up that they had to move the fuel filler, right, Nathan?
That's right. So if you look right across here, you'll see it. I actually really love the whole demon thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's where it is. There are other concepts that actually have it inside as well. But seriously, there was no room for the gas tank underneath.
Yeah, well, the issue was the filler would be here. And with it here,
you can't do that.
Yeah, so they had to put the filler on the inside. Now, can I take the camera, Dad? Yeah. One thing you're probably wondering is how do you put 42s on with still having clearance?
Are you able to see it from here?
Well, first of all, you've got maybe half an inch of clearance with that seam. So the solution is just to essentially permanently mount the bump stops to the frame. So if you can see that there. They're actually, the bump stops are on these little extenders so that there's no rear axle articulation at all, which is not super practical, but no. Dang, does it make it look cool, Nathan.
It looks super cool, but we've been taking it over the rocks, and if you're sitting in the back seat, your head toss will be possibly detrimental to your health.
Monumental four-wheel drive badging there, which looks very vintage, very cool. Rocket fuel onal, I think we're missing a Y. But then on the inside, Nathan, show them these seats. These seats are so cool.
Yeah.
No rear door handles, you gotta reach in. And then these seats, very vintage inspired with these little speed holes. And then you can see some little red vinyl poking through there to give it a cool look.
It is a pretty cool design. But you can also see, if you look straight down, you're gonna see that, well, right in this black area here between where the mud flap is, or the mud format is, you're going to see rhino lining. So the whole floor has been rhino lined.
Yep, rhino lined floors, custom interior once again, which is cool. And then they did a radio delete because they want you to hear that massive 392.
That's one of the reasons, yes.
And then of course you got that badging. And then I also do like the red themed bikini, just kind of a cool look.
It's somewhat opaque. Now, they've done this before in the past. This is something they brought back from concepts going way back, like Stitch and some of those other ones.
Yeah.
So it's really cool, and it's a super lightweight, too.
And Nathan, we have to mention our sponsor for this video,
yes.
AccuAir Air Suspension. They're the folks that allow us to come out to Easter Jeep Safari and do these videos. They do a 4-quarter air suspension kit on the JL Wrangler, which is now also in collaboration with Mopar. You can have it installed at your dealer. You've got various suspension heights, so you still get that awesome articulation, but you don't lose ride quality, and you can also lower it down and help people get in. Check them out in the link in the description below. All right, Dad, is it time to take this thing for a ride? Nathan, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do this, Nathan. Hop on in. We got to get an exhaust clip.
Oh, yeah.
So stock 392, 475 horsepower. Get the mic down here by that 4 exhaust.
Tell me when you're ready.
Ready. Oh my God. That is absolute madness. Now, Nathan, they just, if you recall, discontinued this 392 engine.
Yeah, this is the end of it.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Which is an absolute tragedy for Jeep people.
It's not gone.
It is gone,
yeah.
in the Wrangler.
You can get a special edition.
There's this final edition.
That's the final edition.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's it.
But after this, that's
Well,
it.
it's the final edition.
It's over $100,000, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, over $100,000.
That is too much money. But then again, people are going to get it.
All right, let's see how this vehicle drives. First of all, that power bulge in the hood that's clear is the coolest thing I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, can you grab the camera and actually show him from here?
Yeah.
Or show them.
Check that out. So you drive along and all you see is the engine move and rock under the torque, and then you've got those little velocity stack cutouts there.
Yeah.
I think practicality-wise, that wouldn't make a ton of sense, but for a concept vehicle, and if I had a 392, I would be trying to figure out a way to do that hood. That is just badass. Really awesome. And then, Nathan, with these 42-inch tall tires, you really can just drive over anything. It's such an interesting idea doing no lift in 42s, because what it does is it gives you a very Hot Wheels car look. Because usually to put these tires, you need a 4, 5, 6, 7-inch lift, but they crammed them on this Jeep. It still has that low stance, but with that big tire look. And there's that V8. Oh, that is so fantastic. That is absolutely awesome. Nathan, the ride is a little stiff.
A little? Yeah, the reason we're okay right now is because we're on sand, very fine sand. So I can open her up a little bit and have a little bit of fun. But I got to tell you, oops, sorry guys.
It's a little stiff.
It is a very stiff, God, I forgot about that rock. Sorry guys.
Dad, I think, almost went out the roof on that one.
Sorry folks. So the point is that you can do this, but it's not a great idea if you want to go off-road comfortably.
Yes. So maybe if I was going to put 42s on my Wrangler, I'd probably want a little lift. Maybe like 7 inches would be good, because this is a concept and unlikely to make it into production.
Indeed. You know what would work really well on this? An adjustable suspension.
An AccuAir setup.
Thank you.
That's what we need, baby.
Aha.
Yeah. So overall, really cool vehicle. Big thank you to Jeep for letting us come out and give it a go, because this is a one-of-a-kind concept. And if, Nathan, people want to find more information about this Jeep, where do they go?
You go to alltfl.com.
And if you're looking for the #1 off-road trail navigation software, check out Onyx Off-Road. Find the difficulty of trails. We can't show the Apple CarPlay because this vehicle has no screen.
None.
But it does integrate into Apple CarPlay. Works super well, and we use it all the time. All right, folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.